All right, in this video we're going to look at solving rational equations, and those are equations that involve fractions. So let's take a look at an example. We have 2x over x plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 1 over x. Now the first thing I do when I'm solving these equations is to check whether or not I can factor anything. So I'm looking at these different pieces, the numerator and the denominator in each, and I'm noticing that we can't factor anything. The next thing I want to do is look at each side of the equation and see if there's anything we can put together. Sometimes on one side of the equation you'll have a fraction and it'll say plus some other fraction. Then you need to put those together. But in this case, we just have a single fraction is equal to a single fraction. So we can use cross products to solve this equation. So we're going to take the numerator and the denominator that are diagonally across from each other and multiply those. So we're going to take 2x times x, and then we're going to take x plus 1 times 2x minus 1 and set those equal to each other. So I have 2x times x equals x plus 1 times 2x minus 1. Now notice I put the x plus 1 and the 2x minus 1 in parentheses because I want to multiply this whole thing by this whole thing. So we're going to use parentheses to make sure that we multiply all of the parts that we need to multiply. So now on the left side we have 2x to the second is equal to, and then I'm going to FOIL this out, multiply it out, so we get x times 2x would give us 2x to the second, and then x times negative 1 is negative x, and then 1 times 2x is a positive 2x, and positive 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. And then I have 2x to the second is equal to 2x to the second. Negative x plus 2x is just a positive x, and I have minus 1. Okay, at this point I want to combine like terms, so I'm going to subtract 2x to the second on both sides. And then that's really nice in this case because 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0, so now we no longer have a quadratic. And on the right side, we have x minus 1, which means if we solve that, we get x is equal to positive 1. And that is our answer in this case. Now, the last thing you want to do is just make sure that the answer that you got, so in this case 1, can be plugged in to the denominators of the fraction without causing any problems. So in other words, we don't want to get 0 in the denominator because we know we cannot divide by 0. So 1 will work in either of these. The problem would be is if we had gotten x is equal to negative 1, and then negative 1 plus 1 would be 0. That would be no good, so we wouldn't be able to use that solution. But in this case, our solution of 1 is fine, and we are done solving that equation.